What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, back with another Bloodline video, and in this one, I have power leveled my female Galibar, and I'm gonna test her out for the first time. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so first let's take a look at the traits that I put on her, and I did speculate about which ones I might want to try on her in my analysis video of the Galibar clan, so make sure to go check that out. But here's what I actually went with, and it's pretty much what I said in that video. However, I do have some thoughts about it, maybe changes for the future, so we'll see after the testing. But I went with Focused and Agile. I have them at level 22, so it makes sense just to throw those on any hero who I want to fire before any of the other heroes. I want them to go off as fast as possible, so that is true of the female Galibar. I really like her crowd control. She hits everybody and prevents them from attacking normal attacks. She doesn't interrupt ults in the middle of it, so do take note of that. But if she goes off before everybody, she can do a 3.5 second delay that really makes it so that your team, especially if your team is one that nukes the other team, will basically just go off and win. So that's why I went for her. This is mainly a PvP build in that sense. And then the other two traits I went with were Brutal and Honorable. And I did talk a little bit about possibly choosing these in my analysis video and why. Let's start with Honorable. So for that one, it was between Honorable and Energetic. And you could make a case for just going with both of those, or either one or the other. I ultimately decided to go with Honorable because if I ever pair her with a team that creates shields, then the health that she's creating is faster than the health that's being lost. But the health that she creates for herself is actually not a whole lot. So I only like to put Energetic on heroes that are going to be healing a whole lot because it increases the total amount of HP that you can have during the course of the match. So that's why I went with Honorable. I really debated Brutal. This is a weak Brutal. I mean, it's level 22, but what I mean by weak is I don't know that Brutal is the best on her. I went with it for now because a lot of her healing is based on strength. And so I just wanted to get the strength up as much as possible to allow her to heal as much as possible. However, it's probably not that significant. Her healing doesn't seem to be much anyways. That's not her best feature. Her best feature is crowd control. So I could totally see myself replacing that with something like Ambitious. There's a few other traits as well, but Ambitious is one that I have fully leveled up. And honestly, I don't care if she's the very first one that goes off. Like, I kind of want that, actually, even if she goes off before my female Lionstone, because she's not going to benefit much from the female Lionstone anyway in any of my builds. So I kind of just like the idea of Ambitious and making her go off super fast. Now, this is clearly for these PvP matchups when I'm against another player, 5-team matches, perhaps on the campaign map or Valley of Conquerors or something like that. This is not necessarily one for longevity, like in those really big like Guardian Defense matches and things like that, in which case you would probably want the male, but I went with the female. So let's try some matches in the arena. Let's start off with this match, and what I'm going for here is one where the other team has more power. So we're going to see how I face off against a team that's more highly leveled. However, they don't have a female Divala over there, and I do. These are not my highest leveled heroes. This is actually my third team as far as power goes. And there's a few things going on here I want to mention as far as strategy. This is really more meant to be a type of crowd control type of match. It's not all in on crowd control, but clearly I've got my Galibar Female to control, but I also have my female Drovepal. And you might wonder why she's in the back behind the female Divala, and that is because she pulls at heroes on the opposing side towards her, and I want her to pull them into the blood pool, so that's why I did that. And then female Lion. Honestly, female Lion could be like anywhere. I actually think that maybe that's a good spot for her, but I put the female Gultang right behind, hopefully their female Lionstone. Hopefully my female Gultang's hitting her and preventing her from firing. So we'll see how this goes. All right, I'm playing it in slower motion. Okay, so Galibar is about to fire here. Alright, that did stop their female Lionstone, which is great. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Whoa. Wow. Guys, my team was underpowered compared to theirs. Look at that. Let's take a look at the damage stats. I don't imagine that Galibar does much damage. No, she doesn't. But she really clears the path for the other ones. Look, yeah, of course, female Devela is the highest as far as damage, and then female Gultang back there too. Man, they're just powerhouses, by the way, those two. But I'll tell you what, I think that I really think that female Galibar makes the female Dravpal better. This is some of the best that I've seen my female Dravpal fight. So maybe there's that. Let's go look for a team that has a female Devala on the other side. Okay, so I found a relatively evenly matched team with a female Devala on the other side. I think I'm going to leave the setup exactly the same here. I think it's worth noting that it's showing my power is higher than theirs, even though their heroes are higher level than mine. I think it has to probably do with the vigor. But let's go with this. Let's watch it in slow motion and see. I'm hoping my female Gultang controls their female Devala. Uh-oh. My Galibar got stunned and that let their Devala go off. And you can see that my Galibar doesn't stop the female Devala ult while it's in blood pool. But hey, look at this. Looks like we're still going to pull it out. Just got to finish off their female Devala. All right, let's take a look at that. What happened there? That was much more closely matched than the other one, even though the power level looked lower. Of course, my female Devala doing all the work again. But I think, you know, the crowd control did help with the other champions. Obviously, when Galibar is going off, the champions that are affected by that have no chance. They just die. But their female Devala was able to go off before my Galibar because my Galibar got stunned. And that let their female Devala do its work. The next one up actually has two Devalas, both the female and the male. I've actually just flipped the side of the battlefield here as well to put female Gultang behind their female Devala to try and prevent her from going off. And so I have my female Devala on the right-hand side and the female Dravpal in the back to pull an opposing hero into her blood pool. So we'll see how this goes. Also worth noting that they are much more highly leveled and powered than my team is. So I'm not necessarily expecting to win this one, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. You never know. It kind of like, I mean, this is going to show whether female Galibar can really do a good job at controlling or not. All right, there's the control aspect. Now, can I blow them up? Ooh, yes, I can. All right, let's see if I can finish it, though. The closing is what matters here. All right, controlling again. Oh, my gosh. Guys. Whoa. Come on, come on. Just a little bit more. Whoa, that was awesome. Oh my gosh, guys. You know what? I think the female Galibar is where it's at, especially for these PvP matches, because she definitely won that for my team. She was able to slow their other team down enough the first time around where it was evenly matched that I was able to get in some big hits, whittle their life down to almost nothing. However, it was a tougher team, so some of them did stick around there. My female Galibar went off a second time to control them and gave me just enough time to use my own female Devala and other champions to finish them off. And as far as damage done, again, female Devala shines here. And then the female Gultang, I think, did her job pretty valiantly, although she was killed. And yeah, female Dravpal, I think, you know, honestly, I think female Dravpal is like better with the female Galibar in the lineup. Like this, I'm actually more impressed with female Dravpal now than I had been in the past. So I think that's also worth noting. So just some final thoughts here. I think that she actually exceeded my expectations. I thought she was going to be good. She's real good. And the only thing that I would change is kind of what I was talking about at the beginning is I'm really thinking I might want Ambitious on Brutal because her attack doesn't really matter. The healing kind of matters, but I don't think that's the main thing she does. I definitely was wanting her to go off faster. If she in the one match could have beat the stun, like she was about ready to go off, but then she got stunned right before it. If she had ambitious, she might have gone off before that stun, in which case she basically would have just crushed all the opponents I just played. I think she is elevating this team to another level. It's definitely overperforming for what the actual power level is. So she's got it. She's there. This is just the female. I didn't test the male out. Let me know what you think about the male if you've been testing them out in the comments. I'm sure other people want to know too. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.